Alright guys, this is the only video that you require to watch before applying for a DHA GP registration. So if you're confused with the steps that are involved, in this video I'm going to cover each and every step that you have to follow from the start point to the end point. The starting point is to find the DHA Sheryan portal. So all you have to do is type this in Google and click on the link which appears something like this. Okay, once you've reached the official DHA Sheryan portal, the second step is to log in. Now before login, you need to remember that you have to create your DHA e-service account. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now as you can see here, this is the web page that you have to find, and this is the DHA e-service website. Alright, the first step is to click on register. Like you always have to do, you always register for anything new, right? You straight away can't make an account without registering. Okay, so all of these steps need to be followed. Just put your name. I'll be putting some random name. I'll be putting some random information here, XYZ, email ID. I'll just put in xyz@gmail.com, right? I'll put some password here. I'll confirm that password here. I'll put my name. Okay, I'll put my name. Now, this is something tricky. Okay, so people think that you cannot register without a UAE mobile number, which is kind of a misconception. So what you have to do is you have to select your country code from this pop-up that appeared right here. You have to select your country code by selecting one of the correct options from this option list, and then enter your mobile number right here. So this is going to be your mobile number. Okay, once you've done that, click on I'm not a robot if you're actually not a robot. All right, then click on register. Once you've registered, then you will be able to open your account. All right, now let's come to the next step, login. Once you've created your account, the next step is supposed to be login. So I will log into my official account right here. Okay, so now once you log in, you will be redirected to a page which appears something like this. Okay, so your first task is to select this option right here, visit the arterial gate. Once you visit the arterial gate, you will be redirected to your Sheryan portal, which appears somewhat like this. Okay, you are not concerned about anything else on the screen but here. So what you're supposed to do is go to professionals, start a new application. Okay, once you go to professionals, you will see something like this appearing on your screen right here. The most important thing that you have to do next is apply as a new applicant, because you are a new applicant. This is the best part about this website, the self-assessment tool. All right, so let's have a broader perspective of what are the steps which have been listed very beautifully in this flowchart. All right, so the first thing is self-assessment tool. Self-assessment tool will provide you a proper review of what sort of registration are you eligible for. All right, there are different sort of registrations like GP registration, trainee registration, specialist registration, intern registration. So you should select something according to your experience. Once you've done that, the next step is going to be primary source verification by the Dataflow. All right, this step will be covered in the subsequent videos. Okay, now you might be confused with something here that you can see is CBT by Prometric. So if you've covered exams like PLAB, USMLE, AMC, or Canadian licensing exams, then you are exempted from this step. Okay, this is not something that you should be focusing on. Directly go for Dataflow, and once your Dataflow is done, you can get registered. All right, scheduling an oral assessment is not necessary for medical practitioners, particularly GPs, so we can skip this process as well. Once you get registered, and then you can apply for jobs. So this is the whole roadmap or blueprint that is provided so beautifully right here. Right, let's go ahead and start a self-assessment. It's free of cost. Self-assessment is free of cost. You do not have to pay anything. Okay, so depending upon your category, you can apply as a physician, dentist, nurse, midwife, allied health, and what is this? T and CM, traditional and complementary medicine. I'm not very sure what this is, but if it applies to you, you can apply that. But for me, I'm applying as a physician right here. Let's go to the next step. it tells about the nationality. Again, you can select your own nationality. I will be selecting my nationality, which is right here. All right, so I have to select the country where I did my MBBS from. That I have selected. I'll move on. Which institute did you complete your basic degree from? Of course, I will enter any institute XYZ. All right. Now, completion date of basic degree, you can enter your exact dates. I will be entering any random date right here. All right, let's say 2022. Okay, right here. This is when I completed my basic degree. Now, this is something which is very important, the title that you're applying for. Here, this is something that I was talking about, okay? So you can apply as an intern, as a resident, as a general practitioner, as a specialist, as a consultant, as a trainee, or others. So this video is particularly targeted for GP registration. So I'm going to explain everything about GP registration right here. Let's go for that. Okay, have you completed an internship? Of course I have. So yes, if you haven't completed an internship, then you cannot apply as a GP. So obviously this video won't be for you. If you've completed your internship, of course, select yes and move on, just like your girlfriend did. Okay, when did you start your internship and when did you complete your internship? So enter the exact dates, but for this video, I will be entering some random dates. Okay. Remember guys, an internship is supposed to be 12 months of rotation through different departments, and many people call it house job as well. So you have to enter your house job start date and end date perfectly so that you can move on to the next section. All right. Do you have any related professional experience post completion of your education qualification? Of course, if you're applying for a GP, you need to have professional qualifications post internship. So post completing your education qualification means post internship, and this comes as a eligibility criteria, which we will discuss further in this video. All right, mention the dates, mention the exact dates when you were employed post internship. So I will enter a date after the start date of my internship, which is somewhat here. And yes, you need to cover it up. So you have to enter the country where you worked as a medical practitioner or a GP. No, for the time being, I won't add any other experience. Yes, so now this is asking me the information that I've entered is correct or not. Just asking me to review it once and then I can get the results. So if the information that you've entered is correct to your best knowledge, then just select get results. All right, now here we have this thing. So I got the results. So now it tells me that I am eligible to become a registered healthcare professional as a general practitioner. All right. So talking about the eligibility requirements, you can check out this PDF right here. I will link it in the description. All right. And apart from that, I will show you the eligibility criteria, which is very simple. The only eligibility criteria that you're required to meet is 2 years of post-internship clinical experience. So 2 years should be 24 months. It shouldn't be less than 24 months. If it's less than 24 months, then you're not eligible to become a GP practitioner in UAE. It should be more than 24 months. So I hope that is helpful. For my personalized one-to-one mentorship for the DHA GP registration pathway, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Instagram, or via email. If you have any doubts, you can put your doubts in the comment section and I will try to solve all your doubts. And if you enjoyed this video and if you want more such videos on this topic, then please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please show your support. Till then, signing off.